The internet you know is about to change, and most people have no idea it's happening. Right now, behind the scenes, the European Union is launching the most aggressive regulatory crackdown in tech history. Google, Apple, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, even Elon Musk's X. No one is exempt, and this is not just about Europe. What's unfolding could quietly reshape how apps work, how AI is deployed, how content is moderated, and how much control tech companies have over users, worldwide. Today, we're breaking down what's happening, why it matters, and how this could redefine the future of technology as we know it. At the center of this story are two sweeping laws, the Digital Markets Act, or DMA, aimed at breaking up monopolistic behavior, and the Digital Services Act, or DSA, focused on content moderation, algorithm transparency, and platform responsibility. Together, these laws give the EU unprecedented power to force companies to change how their platforms operate, open closed ecosystems like app stores and messaging platforms, penalize companies up to 10% of global annual revenue for violations. To put that into perspective, for companies like Apple or Google, a single fine could reach tens of billions of dollars. This is not theoretical. Enforcement has already begun. From a business and engineering standpoint, this is seismic. For years, US-based tech giants have built vertically integrated ecosystems. Apple controls hardware, software, payments, and distribution. Google dominates search, ads, mobile OS, and analytics. Meta controls social graphs, advertising pipelines, and recommendation systems. The EU is now saying that level of control is no longer acceptable. Companies may be forced to allow third-party app stores and payment systems, share certain data with competitors, reveal how recommendation algorithms function, take faster, more aggressive action on misinformation and AI-generated content. For engineers and product teams, this means core architectural changes, not surface-level policy updates. For investors and executives, it introduces long-term uncertainty into business models that were once considered untouchable. If you're not a developer or tech executive, this still affects you directly. You may see more choice in app stores and subscriptions. You could gain greater control over your data. Platforms may become less addictive by design. AI-driven content recommendations may become more transparent. However, there are trade-offs. Some features may disappear. Some services may fragment by region. And innovation could slow in certain areas as companies prioritize compliance over experimentation. This is the tension at the heart of the debate: regulation versus innovation. Here's where this becomes truly global. Historically, when the EU regulates tech, the rest of the world follows. This happened with GDPR. It's happening again now. Countries in South America, Asia, Africa are watching closely and drafting similar frameworks. Even US lawmakers, traditionally hands-off with big tech, are now under pressure to respond. In other words, the EU isn't just regulating tech companies. It's setting the rules of the internet for the next decade. Here's the part that AI professionals are paying close attention to. These regulations will heavily influence how generative AI is trained, what data models are allowed to use, who is responsible when AI causes harm. This could determine whether AI development remains fast and centralized, or slower, more distributed, and heavily audited. The decisions made in the next 12 to 24 months will shape AI startups, open source development, enterprise adoption, and ultimately, who controls intelligence at scale. This is not just a policy story, it's not just a tech story, it's a power shift between governments and platforms, between users and algorithms, between innovation speed and societal control. Whether this leads to a healthier digital world, or a more fragmented one, is still an open question. But one thing is clear, the rules of tech are being rewritten right now. If you want to stay ahead of where the industry is going, this is a story you need to understand.